Everybody knows the world ain't right. Down on your knees, get up and fight.
G'day, Rockhound here. Zombies are one of Dead Matter's most exciting features, alongside being one of its staple elements. Somewhat surprisingly though, I'd say that the zombies in Dead Matter haven't really been given a huge amount of attention from content creators so far. A very recent video by Pathfinder Plays does discuss what the zombies actually are, i.e. infected zombies versus undead zombies, and I've put a link to his video in the description below if you want to delve into what makes a zombie a zombie. But that isn't what I want to talk about today. As we approach the Dead Matter closed alpha, what I want to take a close look at is how the zombies in Dead Matter will actually operate in the game, and how they will influence your gameplay. Before I dive into it, I want to give my thanks to Havoc Hank, who is one of the volunteers who works alongside QI Software's developers, as he was kind enough to answer some very specific questions I had about Dead Matter's zombies for this video. At the heart of Dead Matter, the devs are aiming to make their zombies an absolute threat to be reckoned with. This game's zombies won't be like those simple, shambling annoyances that the zombies in DayZ are. Instead, Dead Matter intends to make you fear zombies, perhaps even more than you fear encountering a hostile player. You'll fear them seeing you, and even more so, fear them hearing you. Now, as you roam around the closed alpha's South Alberta map, you'll come across handfuls of zombies, mostly located near buildings or some other points of interest. However, a few of them will also be found lurking in the fields and woods, so you'll need to be constantly searching your vicinity for them, because if they see you, they'll run in your direction with the intention of killing you. So, cautious movements will likely be the meta. To give you a few basics about their movement so that you can be a little prepared if they're heading in your direction, you should know that they will be able to vault over low-level objects, but they won't be able to vault over objects as high as you can. So escaping over a perimeter fence might be a good option. In addition, they can't run as fast as you can. A zombie's sprint speed is faster than your jogging speed, but slower than your sprinting speed. However, you'll have to keep in mind that you won't be able to sprint forever. Stamina is a thing in-game. So, if idling zombies see you, your safest bet will be to either sprint away or kill them quietly with a melee weapon. Also, if they only see you, it's just going to be those zombies that you'll have to deal with. Additional zombies won't spawn just because some have seen you. If instead you choose to shoot zombies, that's where the situation will potentially start to go sideways for you. One of Dead Matter's key features is that zombie hordes are triggered by loud noises. The devs have said that they would like to see up to 100 zombies in a horde at once. However, the size of the horde is dependent both on the area that you're in and the amount of noise you've created. So don't be firing off your AK-74 in a high-risk area unless you're ready for what's about to happen. Firing single shots or making noise as you break into another player's base building will see smaller hordes turning up, so you'll still need to consider carefully before doing that. Engagements in Dead Matter will definitely require forethought. Now, as far as horde size goes, expect smaller hordes to be the norm in the early stages of the closed alpha, with the numbers rising as the devs optimize the game over the next few months. I'll now demonstrate the way that zombie hordes are likely to spawn using an example based on this image of a farm location that was recently added to the closed alpha South Alberta map as part of its expansion from 25 square kilometres to over 56 square kilometres. Let's say you wander across the countryside and make your way towards this barn. Unsighted to you, I'm already in the location and I start to coincidentally head in your direction. Now I come around the corner and I'm startled to see you, and as a result I immediately open fire. You return fire, and then each of us uses the corner of these respective barns for cover as we engage for a bit. Meanwhile, while we keep each other occupied for a few moments, the initial noise from the gunfire from both of us has triggered a horde of zombies to spawn nearby. This will occur out of view to both of us. to ensure that we won't actually see the zombies spawn, which would obviously break our immersion in the game. The zombies will then run in the direction that the initial sounds of gunfire emanated from, and unfortunately for me, they'll attack and kill me from behind while I'm focused on trying to shoot you. You'll then either have to start shooting the zombie horde or sprint away from the farm. If you run away, they're going to follow you for a while, but will eventually reach a limiting distance from their spawn, at which point they will cease pursuing you. Once I understood the zombie horde spawning process, I thought that maybe if players had previously successfully cleared the farm location of all zombies that were just idling there, say by taking them out relatively quietly by meleeing them, before any other player arrived on the scene, then would players feel a bit cheated that a horde of zombies has somehow still managed to turn up behind them while they've been engaged with another player? And I posed that question to Havoc Hank, and he said, "The way it's currently handled feels pretty organic and natural from my experience, but if there is enough feedback from players who feel otherwise, then it may be readdressed. The main point of the system is to keep up the challenge and zombie presence." So I think this is a pretty solid answer, and I want Dead Matter to make zombies one of the main challenges in the game that we face. And so losing the ability to permanently clear a location, because hordes will still turn up if you make noise, isn't really a huge sacrifice to make from a player's point of view, because you know what's going to happen if you start opening fire. What about if you make a lot of noise while you're inside a building? Now, if you didn't already know, in Dead Matter, just being inside a building doesn't mean that you will be safe. While the walls of a building will muffle noises you make, which can in turn reduce the size of zombie hordes that spawn nearby outside, the zombies that do spawn will try and break into the building to get to the source of the sound.
Here's Johnny!
Once inside, Havoc Hank says that they'll try to go to the origin of the sound and may wander around a little in the area if they don't see you. So if you're going to hide inside the building, you better do a pretty good job of it. On the flip side, you can rest assured that zombies shouldn't spawn inside buildings as a result of you making noise in the building, but they can spawn inside the building prior to you entering it, unless you've already claimed the building as your base, in which case they'll no longer spawn there. So that gives you a little insight into what behavior to expect from zombies if they see or hear you. Let me know your thoughts about how you'd like to see zombies operating in the game in the comments below. I'll keep you posted as we head towards the closed alpha, which should be getting underway in the next few weeks. Hopefully we should have an update about that from the developers soon. If you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like or a dislike if you didn't, it all helps. And if you'd like to see more videos from this channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Kia kaha, stay strong.
Everybody sees, stop and bright, last one to leave, turn out the light, last one to leave.